welcome back. So in the last episode, we created this mass storage area over here, and currently we're only storing cobblestone and these warped warp blocks, because we have a lot of those from chopping down the warped stems and stuff, so we have a lot of these. We have the cobblestone. Eventually we're going to have a lot more of other blocks, and we're going to also want to store them into this. So I need to be expanding this. Currently, those are our two storage units. We're going to probably move them off over here or bend them around or something. But I'm like all out of iron. So this takes quite a bit of iron for all these hoppers that have got to go into it. And also just other components that also need to get added. But I need iron. And because I don't really feel like mining a whole bunch, and because it would need to be a lot of mining to get this much iron, we're probably going to make an iron farm today. So, we head on over here. You need obviously villagers for an iron farm, right? Because that's how you spawn the iron golems. So, I got some villagers already. Got them planned. So I got these three guys. They're different than already our three villagers we have over there for trading. These are three new guys that I came over here and delivered. And we're probably going to be adding our iron farm on top of this sugarcane farm. Sounds a little weird, but I got kind of a cool idea for how this might work out. I've been meaning to either expand this or do something else with it, and oh, this is broken. Huh. I'll have to check that. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it got unloaded while it was pushed out, or doesn't matter. Anyways, so I decided kind of, because I haven't been using the sugarcane all that much anymore, that we've actually got quite a bit of it. So we probably don't need to expand it any more than it already is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a, just one unit iron golem thing for these three guys up there. And then we're going to push them off into a water stream down a hole, which will be right where the sugarcane also comes off. So both the an iron golem and some sugarcane will fall down, and we'll probably make an area down here, something to collect the sugarcane, and then we'll also probably kill the iron golems down there, and then collect also the iron. We'll probably put it into a little sorting system or something like that, and it'll be kind of cool. And we'll probably connect it up with our underground tunnels, since that's what we've been doing with our other mob farms. So that's kind of the plan. And then once I get the iron farm up and working, I'd like to actually make a tower for it, finally. Because it's been this ugly mess for such a while. I'd like to actually change it up. Make it look kind of similar to this, probably. But obviously different. I want its own unique design. We're probably going to use a lot less glass. I still like the glass we have in the front and back. I think that's pretty cool. And it'll also be pretty cool once we have the iron golems falling down. You'll actually be able to see them from the outside if we keep the glass there. But we'll add some other cool designs onto the outside. But I think we're going to stick with the white and blue, and I've been messing around with this black color on the newest building over here that we obviously haven't finished, and that's also a very rough design. So I don't know if I'll keep it looking exactly like that. But I kind of like how the white and black contrast each other. And then you've obviously got the blue highlights. So I think we're going to do something with that also. But first, I'm going to get the iron farm up and working before I start anything else. So I'm now done with my iron farm. So as you can see, I changed a little bit over here. I added some white concrete where the front of the building will eventually end up showing a little bit. I added this glass kind of hole going down. You can see where the golems actually go down there. But if we fly up, you can actually see where the golems come from. So we'll just drop into this water, and as you can see, this is like the spawning platform, sorta. One guy literally just spawned in front of us. So it's a 5 by 6 because it's an even number over here. And then you just put 2 water blocks down and they kind of flow over, which is how that works. Up over here we've got our villagers. If we can get over a little bit, maybe you can see. So it's got 3 beds for the 3 dudes. We got some blocks to keep them off. Then we got a zombie over here who's got a helmet, and he's also holding a piece of sugarcane. Both of them make it so that he doesn't despawn. It doesn't really matter which one it was. The helmet just kind of helped because it was in the daytime and I had to get him up there without him burning. So the helmet helped to protect him for a little bit. But he's going across in a minecart, back and forth, and then we've got little walls, that one right there, that one right there, that kind of block the line of sight from the villagers to the zombie periodically. That's why he's going in the minecart. So they see him, then they don't see him, then they see him, then they don't see him. The beds are so the villagers can sleep. We've got carpets all on top of all the spawnable spots that golems don't spawn up there, but they spawn down here. And the reason why I've got this little wall here, right, you don't actually need these blocks except for the one for the villagers to be on, is so that when you have a golem in here, they don't actually see the zombie, because before they could see the zombie and then they would be attracted to it and the water would almost push them down, but like it wouldn't get them all the way off. They would kind of stay there for a while until they eventually fell. So this actually makes it so they don't attract the zombie, so that they actually just fall off like that guy's going to right now. So that's pretty cool. This isn't exactly anyone's like specific design. I kind of cobbled some things together from a video I saw. I'll link it in the description in case anyone else wants to see it. It showed off a couple different iron golem farms kind of designs and things, but it mostly talked about how iron golem spawning actually works, the different mechanics of it, different ways you can do it. So that's where I got a lot of the ideas that you see over here into play, and it's also how I measured out the exact spawning area of where the golems are. So like the golem, it'll only be able to spawn on this level and up because the villagers are up there. So that means they can't actually spawn on this cobblestone here, which is good. We don't want them spawning here. But when we build the rest of the tower going up over here, we're going to have blocks into the spawning area, which means we're going to have to make them non-spawnable, either by making them like slabs or stairs or carpeted on top or whatever. So I'm going to have to keep that in mind when I'm actually building the building. If that kind of makes sense. And then we've got the iron golems dropping down right now. Going down over here, we can head on down, see what it looks like. Just break a block into here, it doesn't really matter. So it's kind of hectic right now. I actually ran out of white concrete as I was coming down this way. So you can see how I linked up the tunnel. I put it at the same junction where we put the slime farm. So it makes a nice like T-junction back into the side. And then you can head on over here, and then head on to where the iron farm will eventually be storing everything. And it's also going to be where the sugarcane comes down. So currently we have some magma blocks here, but I think I'm actually going to replace it with campfires. So my plan was originally have magma blocks to kill them, and then have a hopper minecart underneath on top of those four, which filters into it. But since that's like an extra entity that we don't need, I thought maybe campfires might be a better idea. But now that I'm actually thinking about it, maybe it isn't, because then the campfires produce a bunch of smoke, which is their own lag-inducing thing. So maybe I will just do a hopper minecart. I don't know, I'll have to think about that one. But, yes, they fall down. The reason why I didn't do, like, any lava blade, like a lot of designs suggest, right? You put them 3 blocks up, so that the iron golems get hit, but then their blocks, you know, their items drop without getting caught, which is good and all if you just have iron golems, but since we also have sugarcane coming down, we can't exactly have lava in the middle of where they fall down. So that's why we can't use lava here, and instead we're just going to be using these magma blocks, or something similar maybe. Which takes a while for them to get killed, but since they're so far away from the villagers, it actually doesn't matter how long it takes to get killed, as long as they eventually get killed. So that's pretty cool. We're probably going to have the hoppers moving over here and collecting into some chests that we'll sort out into, so we can sort out the sugarcane, iron, and the poppies. And yeah, that'll be pretty cool. And then I'm also going to start working on the actual tower design, because right now, as you saw, it was still just its cobblestone sort of structure, which is not what we want. So we're going to be making some cool modern design there, building it up, and that's what I'm going to be doing next. I'm going to get to it, and I'll be right back. I am back again, and I've got a lot more done this time. It took quite a while for me to get this building put together, like quite a while, because there is a lot of white concrete in this. You know, I thought it was going to be maybe similar to what I had to get for this building, right? But this is a lot more, obviously. I mean, it's taller, it's got a lot less glass, it's got barely any in it, and I haven't even done the bottom yet, because it's just that much. And even the front here kind of looks plain right now, but because it took so long, I just kind of wanted to show you guys what was going on. and probably end it here because, I don't know, I gotta get this video out. I don't want it to take forever. But yeah, this is how it looks. I'll fly around a little bit so you guys can see it. It's got like the stripy things coming down the sides. So you got blue, the same color that we've had down there. And then it's got like raised white bits around it. It's got this, what is it, black stone, polished black stone, kind of encasing the outside. I don't know how you describe that. And then if you kind of look while I do a flyby real quick, there's actually carpets on top of all those blocks. So not only can mobs not spawn there, but at the top up here, where we have the iron golem spawning, because it technically overlaps in the area where iron golems can spawn, they can't spawn out there anymore. So now they're only spawning where they're supposed to, and they still fall down over here, and now we got campfires down there, which I'll explain in a second, but I haven't quite covered up stuff up there so you can still see it when you're looking down here. But I did change all the cobblestone on the inside to have just white concrete, so when you look inside it looks less ugly. And we've got some lanterns, the like shroom lights in there now, giving off some light, which I don't know if sugarcane needs it to actually grow, but it definitely needs it for mobs not to spawn. I found that out the hard way. I thought mobs couldn't spawn where sugarcane was, like, you know, sugarcane was taking up the block, and mobs couldn't spawn there, but they definitely can. I had a creeper explosion right there, 2 of them. Back to back, the creepers just were like, oh look, person, let's go blow it up, so I had to repair that. That was fun. But if we head on down here, to over where we actually get the iron, I can show you what I've done down here so far. So, hallway's about the same, but I finished it off. I got all the concrete left and stuff. So we've got these campfires, and the reason why I did that was I was originally just going to put a hopper minecart underneath there, but if it's not on rails, it can't actually reach up over that block where it was. So I could have just put hopper minecart on rails, just kind of going back and forth, and it probably would have been the same. But I don't know, I didn't want a moving entity down there. Maybe it would have been fine, maybe not. Maybe these particles actually cause more lag than one moving minecart. But, yeah, I decided to do that instead. So the hoppers just pick up whatever is on top of the campfires. The iron golems still take a while to actually die, but that's fine because, like, it doesn't matter how long it takes as long as they eventually do. The items get piped down over into a little filtering system. So we've got sugarcane over here for when the sugarcane comes down. We've got iron over here, so we've got, you know, a decent amount right now. I don't need too much. That's why we only have 1 unit up there for iron. That's pretty good. And then over here we've got some poppies and whatever else also comes in. So you saw like I had a couple building blocks that fell down when I was doing stuff recently. But if these ever fill up, so maybe it'll be the sugarcane first, maybe it'll be the iron first, depending on how much I use of each and how much I take out and whatever. But whichever one fills up first, it'll start filling up this other chest row also, because I'm not too worried about getting a bunch of poppies. So the poppies will go in here automatically, but then once one of these chest rows fill up, so once all three of these, then they'll start going into this last row of just the overflow, which is kind of nice. But yeah, that's how it works. We got the nice tower up there, which is pretty cool. I'm probably gonna end it here. I wanted to do some more, but it's just been so long with how much it took to make that building, and I still don't have a very good way of making concrete. But even harder is getting actually the resources for the concrete. So actually to get the gravel takes forever. I've been getting it from mostly the nether currently, just because there's like gravel patches underground and stuff where I've been mining up my netherite before, so I'd been taking up that, but now there's not any more where I took my netherite, and it's more complicated. I don't know, maybe I'll have to figure out a better way to get gravel. Sand's pretty easy, you just go over to the desert and go mine a bunch, but gravel's a little bit harder. But yeah, maybe next episode I want to do a couple things. I want to move my signpost I had over there that was like a kind of to-do list, right? I want to move it back over here so we can actually have a nice proper to-do list, and we'll be adding some more farms, I think. I want to start a cactus farm so I can make some cyan dyes, so I can start making other blocks that look like that color. We want to expand onto that. We want to eventually make a gold farm and a bartering farm. Eventually, sometime. We want to finish up this building, make it go out down all the way, fix the little kind of hole up there. We got a lot of things we want to do. I don't know exactly what we're going to do next episode, but we're we're gonna eventually get to all those things. And hopefully you've enjoyed seeing this pretty cool looking tower. I think it kind of fits the theme, you know? Kind of, you know, the up and down blue design, up and down blue design. But this one's got a cool curve, and this one's got a different cool curve. Kind of fit. I don't know. I hope you're having a good day, and I hope you continue to have a good day. Bye-bye.